Welcome, students, and welcome to Chapter 1 of our textbook, Human Impacts on the Environment. Humans do make an impact, and some of these things are what we're going to look at in Chapter 1, which begins on page 4. Human population growth. There have never been 7 billion people on the planet before, but there are now, over 7 billion. Poverty, a condition in which people are unable to meet their basic needs for food, shelter, education, and health, and clothing. We'll talk about consumption, the human use of materials and energy, and also talk about economic growth, the expansion of output of a nation's goods and services. Economic growth is in the news a lot these days, and so there should be no lack of information or input on those topics. Three categories we'd like to discuss involve highly developed countries, such as ourselves, moderately developed countries, and less developed countries. Go ahead and write these down and give yourselves definitions for these, working definitions, so that we can refer to these and you'll have an idea in your mind what we're talking about when we mention them. The first objective in our book says that we'll be able to distinguish among highly developed countries, moderately developed countries, and less developed countries. And these definitions you'll find on pages 4 through 6 in your text. Many of the world's poor people lack access to adequate sanitation, cooking and heating fuel, clean drinking water, health care, suitable housing, and enough food. Which two of these inadequacies would be most critical for poor people in a developing country like India, for poor people in a highly developed country like the United States? And are your answers different? Why or why not? The second objective in your book will be to relate human population size to natural resources and resource consumption. And this is on page 6. There are definitions for renewable resources and non-renewable resources on page 7. So we'll discuss those and see what you think about those. Moving on to the green roof or eco roof. How do you think this works based on renewable and non-renewable sources? And if you take a look on page 8, they have a green roof in downtown Chicago, and this is a current trend that is happening more and more, and I think it helps. So how do you think this works based on renewable and non-renewable resources?